Friends, today let's get to know something about Crohn's. What is it? Is it a disorder, a disease? I have no inclination and idea into that. So join us, friends. Our celebrity and guest, she's here. She's creating awareness with various disorders with regard to autoimmune disorder in particular. What is it? Let's get to know about it from our ma'am. She's here with us. She's an autoimmune counselor and as well as a consulting psychotherapist as to what is Crohn's all about. Over to you, ma'am.
Hi, Andrea. Coming back to Crohn's, Crohn's is another autoimmune disorder which affects our small intestine. Now, there is something called as irritable bowel syndrome, and there is something called as irritable bowel disorder. Now, as I said before in my last talk that I had with you, the last interview that we had, I had said that there is a difference between arthritis and rheumatic arthritis, and there is a very thin line that crosses. Similarly, irritable bowel syndrome is when there are ulcers in your body or there is stress level which is increased in your body, and again your digestive system goes for a toss. So basically no digestion happens. Also there are ulcers which occurs in the small intestine, and when you pass stool, when you're passing your motion, those ulcers sometimes burst, and it comes out in the form of mucus and blood. So when you're passing your stool, you are having complete undigested material that come out in the stool, and along with blood and mucus. So it is one, again, it is very very painful disorder that one carries within oneself. It is difficult for a person to go out. So when I was diagnosed with Crohn's, I used to visit the washroom anywhere between 19 to 20 times. And that time it was also misdiagnosed at one point, saying that because she has got multiple sclerosis, her mind is sending wrong signals, and therefore she is passing mucus and blood, and she is having loose motions. There is nothing wrong with her. And to my surprise, to all the tests that I had done during that time, my stool test, my CT scan, everything showed normal. Again, the diagnosis was what was important, because I did not sit down, because it took me 4 years to get diagnosed with MS, and this time I did not want to take a no for an answer, or my mind is playing a game. So we went on with lot of uh, tests, lot of other medications and stuff like that. Now IBS is something which can happen due to IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome, which can happen when a person is anxious about something. If a person needs to go out, they have typical pattern to it. If you have to go out, you're suddenly like, overworked. Oh, have to go out, I have to go out, and you need to visit the loo multiple times. If you know you're traveling in a train, I need to travel in a train, how am I going to go? So your body starts, releasing all the motion from your body in a way. But when that irritable bowel syndrome turns into a irritable bowel disorder, it's a disease that happens, that becomes an autoimmune disorder. So while IBS can be treated with counseling, therapy, etc., etc., to calm down, to understand your body, understand, okay, fine, nothing is going to run away. You can take your time, match up, figure out how you can manage time, how you can manage your anxiety vis-a-vis IBD. When it becomes chronic, it turns into Crohn's. So why the name it is actually irritable bowel disorder, but it was Dr. Crohn who discovered this particular ailment and a disorder which also falls under the autoimmune disorders, which is why it is called Dr. Crohn's disorder. So that is why the name Crohn is given. In short, it is irritable bowel disorder. Again, I would request the viewers and the audience to listen to your body carefully, because it does not take much time. If you have neglected your IBS, that is the irritable bowel syndrome that you are having, over a period of long time and your ulcers have grown inside your intestine, they will manifest in the form of irritable bowel disorder, which is the Crohn disorder, which is an autoimmune disorder. Then it becomes very difficult to reverse it from there. In this also, your basically your medicines, you pass out your medicines in your, even the medicines don't get digested a lot of times. I have had times when I have just passed out the medicines as is, the capsules, the medication given to me via my stool. There used to be just a 5 minutes gap between my eating and I needed to pass it out. So do not neglect your IBS so that you do not reach to IBD. And there have been times when there are fissures that occur in your in your intestine, and it starts coming downwards through your passage of your motion where you pass your motion. So there are fissures, and there are fissures that occur. There are times when it needs to be operated. I have gone through an operation where we needed to clean up this thing because the passage had become so narrow, not for the motion not to pass. And in other severe cases, a part of your intestine needs to be removed because it gets so infected that it will, if it is inside our body, it will keep on spreading to the rest of the intestine and it will attack other parts. So to avoid that, we need to operate a part of our intestine. So the moment you figure out that you have got IBS, start taking medication, start taking therapy, start taking counseling to nip it at the bud, to take control of the situation and not allow it to grow to an IBD, the irritable bowel disorder, thanks to Dr. Crohn, who has given this name as Dr. Crohn's disorder.
Yes, dear ma'am. Thank you very much for creating awareness. And I, in fact, had no idea as to what Crohn's disorder is. I had no idea as to what it is. Today, you really opened my eyes and you've really asked us to focus on the IBS. Take immediate action and see that you get the appropriate treatment and get it cured as quickly as possible. Let it not transform into ISD.
No, IBD. It is
IBD.
irritable bowel syndrome.
Yes. From IBS to IBD.
Correct.
Yes, thank you for checking me on that. So friends, see, I'm someone who is clueless about it. Now, I would like all of you to be aware about what you consume and how you let it out from your body. If you are suffering from IBS, be careful and let it not go into something much deeper called as IBD, that is irritable bowel disorder. And that is the time that you will suffer a lot. As ma'am has been through this, she's creating awareness. We are really, really grateful to you for sharing all of this, ma'am, to each one of us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It is also the certain symptoms of IBD also is very similar. So by far, to sum it up all, a lot of autoimmune disorder symptoms at a level surface, they are very similar. Like the fatigue is also a part of MS, it's a part of IBD as well. There are certain things like, you will not be able to take in certain food, intake of certain food. You need to cut down on your milk products, and you need to cut down on your any kind of milk product, dairy product, green vegetables, raw vegetables. You have to, and there are certain similar symptoms which are common across all the autoimmune disorders. So fatigue, giddiness, feeling like throwing up, going to the washroom again and again, issues in bladder control. These are all similar symptoms of autoimmune disorder which falls same with multiple sclerosis or with Crohn's.
Yes, dear ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing all of that. We look forward to many more interactions with you. And we love you for who you are, because in spite of being, going through this process of all the various symptoms, suffering from, MS and as well as Crohn's, you are able to share your journey. And the only sole purpose in your heart is creating awareness, wanting others to take the right step at the right time. And that is what we love you for. because I still consider you to be one of the best persons contributing to the International Fab Talks and creating awareness. And we believe that you are an angel with invisible wings and you are a queen with an invisible crown.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Andrea. It really feels nice when you to be called angel and a princess.
You are, ma'am, one, because there are very few people who drown in self pity with regard to how they are and what is their condition. But you have emerged and risen like a phoenix, and you're sharing all of that with us. So, hats off to you for that courage and strength. And I wish that each one of us derive the strength and positive energy from you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would end with one note and a request to all the viewers and the audience. Do not fall a prey to these disorders. Come out as a hero, come out stronger. You have learned a lesson and you can teach others how to live a better life with these unavoidable disorders as autoimmune. And with that note, I would like to say thank you, and it was my honor to be on this platform again.
Thank you, dear. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Dear
Thank you.
friends, ma'am is an autoimmune counselor as well. So please do connect with her. She's also a consulting psychotherapist. If any of you are facing any of the issues, we would recommend and we would request you to get connected with her before the things go out of control. She's a lovely person and down to earth. Reach out to her for the right reasons and for the right guidance with regard to the various symptoms that you may be facing or your loved ones. Stay safe and stay blessed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video which we are going to share today, that is based on MS, that is multiple sclerosis, and Crohn's. We've discussed about it. Do share the video with the right kind of people. Stay blessed and stay safe. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.